What's up, everybody? It's that time, week 17 of the NFL season. Let's get started. First off, we have the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. This game probably they thought would be good on paper. It still could be a decent game, but maybe not. Both teams aren't playing for much. In this game, give me Dallas to win. Um, yeah, Commanders just aren't very good. Dallas isn't either, but just in this game, Dallas is a better team. Then you got the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The Lions are coming off a loss to Pittsburgh, and the Vikings, well, we know what they're doing. But Detroit barely hanging on. Well, not really, because they're on the outside looking in, and they need a lot of help. They need to win out and have Green Bay lose out, right? But I don't know if that'll happen. In this game, give me Detroit to win, though. I think they're going to win because Minnesota's going to be without McCarthy. And I think the Lions have more to play for because they're still trying to survive and somehow find their way into the playoffs. And Minnesota's, yeah. Give me Detroit to win. And then finally, you have the Denver Broncos versus the Kansas City Chiefs. On paper, again, this game should have been better. But with the Chiefs being down to the third string quarterback, I don't really see this game being that good. Give me Denver to win easy. Those were the Thursday Christmas Day games. Now we're moving on. The next game is the Houston Texans taking on the LA Chargers. Well, the Chargers clinched the playoff spot due to Indianapolis losing last Monday against the 49ers. The Texans, for some reason, had a tougher game against the Raiders than a lot of people probably thought. They gave up a lot of yards to Ashton Jeanty and stuff. And the Chargers, you got Herbert playing good, you got Vidal, who didn't really do much last week, but you got Omarion Hampton back, and this could be a good game. This could potentially be a playoff matchup preview. I don't know. But in this game, I'm going to go with the Chargers to win. It's going to be a good game. Both defenses are pretty good. The offense, I don't know. I'd probably give the edge offensively to the Chargers, but it could go either way. But give me the Chargers to win that game. And then, oh boy, I wonder who'll be the quarterbacks in this game. You got the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Green Bay Packers. The Packers, Jordan Love got knocked out of the game against Chicago. Concussion protocol for him. And the Packers had to play Malik Willis. Now, Malik Willis is also on the injured list. Questionable as well. Jordan Love may play, but we don't know. And for Baltimore, Lamar got knocked out of the game in the second quarter this past Sunday against New England, and he didn't come back for the rest of the game. Who knows how he'll be and if he'll play. So you could have a battle between Tyler Huntley versus, who knows, the third string quarterback for Green Bay. Maybe, I don't know. This is a battle where Baltimore's on the edge. They have to win this game. The Packers, they do have to win this game. They're not clinched, I don't believe, yet. They might have, but I don't think so yet. No, they haven't yet, because Detroit has to win their last two. Green Bay has to lose their last two for Detroit to be in, and I think that would knock Green Bay out. But if Green Bay wins this, they will clinch a playoff spot. Now, this game could be potentially hard to pick due to the fact you don't know who the quarterbacks will be. But I'm going to have to go with Green Bay in the end. I think their defense will be a little too much for Baltimore. Baltimore having their own issues with, Derrick Henry fumbling. The quarterback play hasn't been very good, even with Lamar. It had not been very good. And they just haven't been very good this season. And I think I trust Green Bay at home a little more than I do Baltimore. And I don't know who the quarterbacks will be, so we'll see. So then you got the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals, well, we know what happened to them, and we know what happened with Arizona. Not much to say about this game. It could be a good game because they're both bad. They're both terrible, but sometimes their offense plays good. Brissett sometimes looks good, but most of the time he looks good is when Arizona is getting blown out. Give me the Bengals to win this game. I think they're the better team, even though both teams are pretty trash, if you ask me. Then you got the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns. The Steelers pretty much one win away. If they win this game, they will win the North. They are going up against Cleveland Browns who, well, almost beat Buffalo. Had a tough game, almost beat them. Pittsburgh having a good wins. They went into Detroit and took care of the Lions. Yeah, it was a good game. It ended up being closer than it probably looked like it would have been. But they got the job done. And yeah, it was a crazy play how the game ended. But they still won. So whatever, right? They got the win. Give me the Steelers to win this game. And the Steelers will win the AFC North once they win this game. Then, oh boy, you got the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tennessee Titans. The Titans have actually looked pretty good lately. They steamrolled Kansas City last week. And the Saints, they beat the Jets easy. They're both looking good. Give me the Saints to win this game. Then you got the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts had been officially eliminated with their loss against the 49ers, which then clinched the spot for Jacksonville Jaguars. Give me the Jags to win this game because I'm not sure who the Colts will start at quarterback, but it will likely be the rookie because I don't really see why they would need to start Phillip Rivers. They might just start Rivers, but I don't really see any point in it. But even if they do, give me Jacksonville to win. Then you got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Miami Dolphins. The Buccaneers, man, they lost a game against Carolina a week ago, so now they're not in first. They are struggling big time since they started 5-1. They are just not looking good anymore. I have no idea what's going on with them, and they even had some of their guys mostly back, and they still lost to Carolina. They still lost to Atlanta. They still don't look very good anymore. They're playing the Dolphins team that did start the Quinn Ewers last week. I think he did okay, but in this game, give me Tampa to win. I know Tampa's been struggling, but they're the better team than the Dolphins. Then you got the New England Patriots taking on the New York Jets. Not much to say about this game. New England's playing very good. They're 7-0 on the road. They're a good team. May's playing like an MVP type of player. He's got to be at least a candidate for the MVP. It doesn't mean he'll win it because he probably won't, but he could be up in the discussion. Um, Give me the Patriots all day against the Jets. The Jets are just not a good team, and the Patriots are playing very good. Then you got the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Carolina Panthers. Both these teams got huge wins for themselves. The Seahawks came back after they looked like they were dead in the water against the Rams. They came back and beat the Rams in overtime. And the Panthers, they stepped up big against Tampa. They're playing tough sometimes, a lot better than I thought. The Seahawks are way better than I thought, and probably better than most people thought coming in. This could be a trap game for the Seahawks if they're not careful. However, give me the Seahawks a win. I don't think Carolina will be able to contain them. I don't think if Carolina forces turnovers, maybe they have a shot. But I don't really see it happening. And I don't think Bryce Young will be able to get away from the Seahawks defensive line that has all the pressure. But, yeah, give me the Seahawks the win. Then, oh man, I can't believe they're playing this game. And I feel bad for whoever has to watch this. Whoever has to watch this game. But you got the New York Giants taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. What do you want to say about this game? Other than they're both 2-13. The Giants 0-8 on the road. The Raiders 1-6 at home. I mean, the Giants look like the better team because their defense is playing better than the Raiders. And they got some key pieces for the future. The Raiders, I don't know what they got. All you got is Genty and maybe Ballard, but you got Geno Smith playing bad. You got a whole mess with the Raiders. You kind of got a mess with the Giants, but you also got a lot of good young players. That the Giants could start to be better in the future, but not this season, obviously. This is a toss-up. Give me the Giants to win. This is a toss-up, though. It could go either way, but give me the Giants. Then, man, you got a good game right here. The Philadelphia Eagles traveling to Buffalo to take on the Buffalo Bills. This game, Buffalo Bills coming off a close win against, the Browns. Tough defense, Josh Allen turned it over, almost got sacked in the end zone for safety. The Browns, Josh Allen didn't really do a whole lot in that game overall, but he didn't really need to. James Cook ran it very good, scored twice, whatever, 100 plus yards. The Eagles got an easy win against the Commanders. Look good doing it. It's a tough game. This is a toss-up. This is a toss-up because, it seems like at times both of these teams look pretty bad. Like, offensively. The Eagles, at times, Hurts looks horrible and they can't do anything. Their defense is pretty good. Buffalo can't stop anybody on the run defensively. Their defense is towards the bottom run defense. They're okay overall, but their run defense is bad. And I think, give me Philly to win this game. I think Barkley will be able to run all over Buffalo's defense. I think Philly's defense will be able to get to Josh Allen and possibly force some turnovers. It's going to be a good game. This could be game of the week, possibly, or at least for the afternoon window, which is only 2 games. It could be a good game. It's going to be a close game. But give me Philly to win this game because I think they'll be able to run over Buffalo's defense. Yeah. Then, what a great Sunday night game. You got the Chicago Bears taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And who would have thought that these two teams are playing this good? Who would have thought the Bears have a chance to clinch the NFC North? Who would have thought the 49ers, with all those injuries they've had this season and all the issues they've been dealing with, that they would be right there for the possibly having a shot for the 1 seed and the NFC West? Who would have thought that coming in, with all the injuries they've dealt with, you would not have thought that they would have even had a chance currently. And they somehow do, right? And this is going to be a shootout, maybe. A good defense. The Bears do force a lot of turnovers, so they're very good at that. They're not very good at other stuff. The 49ers, even though they have some injuries, they played pretty good some of the time. You got McCaffrey running it, catching it. The Bears have 2 good running backs that run the ball pretty well. Caleb Williams is playing good. Purdy played good the last game against Indianapolis, where he had 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. Caleb driving right down the field in overtime to win the game, to throw the deep pass to beat Green Bay. And what a pass it was to DJ Moore. This is going to be a good game because this could tell who's good or not. If the 49ers win, they will still have a shot for the 1 seed and the division. And if the Bears win, the 49ers will be out of that discussion, but they're in the playoffs anyways. Give me the 49ers to win this game. It should be a good game. If the Bears are able to force the turnovers, the Bears may have a shot and may actually pull this one out. But give me the Bears to lose and the 49ers to win. And keeping the 49ers' hopes alive for the number 1 seed. Then finally, well, maybe on paper this game seemed like a good matchup, but right now I don't know if it is. You got the LA Rams taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The Rams, like I mentioned with Seattle losing, coming back to beat the Rams. The Rams had the game in control. It was 30-14. A lot of people, like myself, probably thought, the game's over, right? The Rams got this. Nope, the Rams didn't. Somehow lost in overtime. They're taking on a Falcon team that have decided to win 2 weeks in a row. I don't know what's going on with them. The Rams are traveling. They're having a chance. They're playing good still. They might be the team to beat in the NFC overall still. But give me the Falcons to shock them and knock the Rams out of winning the division and the 1 seed. But the Rams still could be a dangerous team. But give me the Falcons to surprise them because the Rams won't be expecting it. Thanks for watching. That was week 17 of the NFL.